Hey guys, Ranchin, bringing on another StarCraft commentary. Semi-finals of the Winners League continue here. Hwaseung Oz against KTF Majinx. 3-0 over for Oz. Jaedong has done a spectacular job of getting his team ahead, and now he's going to face off against Flash in what could be an all-kill for him here, and that would make him the total hero of Oz, getting them into the final. Flash has his work cut out for him. First, he has to beat Jaedong, and that's just the beginning. Mind you, that's a hard beginning, but that's just the beginning. Then he has to make a reverse all-kill against Oz to give his team a chance of victory. Now we're going to see how Flash manages, whether he manages to pull this off or not. Flash, of course, being the ultimate weapon. We're going to see what he manages. He hasn't really been his season. Well, mind you, he's played in the Winners League insanely well. Been one of the top players in the Pro League and Winners League, just overall, everywhere. Been getting all kills, doing an awesome job overall. But it's just, especially in Individuals League, it just hasn't quite done it. I mean, honestly, getting kicked out when he shouldn't have, far too early in certain places, so I'm not really sure what to make of that. Getting kicked out in what, round of 16 in the MSL, getting kicked out in the round of, what was it, round of 16 in the OSL. I mean, overall, round of 16, round of 8, or I'm not sure, just not very good position overall. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm just not seeing. I mean, mind you, Flash does what Flash does, but at the same time, I'm not always seeing from him what I know I should be able to see. So I'm definitely just going to give Jaedong an advantage here. This is going to be Rush Hour 3, which is, mind you, a Terran favorite map, but I think just Jaedong has such a moment. Look at that guy! Seriously! He looks so focused. He's going to be at 3 o'clock in teal as zerg, and Flash is going to be at 7 o'clock in white, and he looks a lot more nervous. Jaedong just looks absolutely focused. Just, I'm going to take this guy out. I'm going to win everything for my team. I'm not even going to let the rest of the guys sit in front of this computer here. I'm just going to kick everybody's ass. Well, Flash just kind of has to like take a deep breath, relax himself, because a lot of pressure's on him right now. I'm going to see what he actually manages to deal with that pressure, because it's going to be rather hard for him. He's done an enormous job. One of the main reasons that KTF has actually managed to get a third place finish. So now we're just going to see overall how man. Jaedong going to send out his Overlord towards the upper left. There, of course, this is a three-position map. You have the 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. So, yeah. This map is like an overall, it's slightly Terran fair, but overall this map can be good for everybody and can be bad for people too. Zerg, of course, it's very hard to hold your natural, so that's just not a good thing for you. Same goes for everybody really, but Terrans can just turtle on one base for so much longer than a Zerg can't stay on one base. That's just suicide. Just one base tactics, just not a good idea overall. So we're going to see overall. Jaedong apparently going for some sort of 12, might be going for a 12 hatch actually. Jaedong on the other side going to put down his barracks. Look forward to seeing what kind of build, I'm sorry, Flash putting down his barracks, what I say. I look forward to seeing whether Flash goes for a mech build or more of a M&M build. On the other side, 12 hatch being put down by Jaedong, also trying to scout out. Flash now sending out his first SCV, also going to try to get a scout. He's going to get it fairly soon on Jaedong. Then on the other side, Flash is a player that can use the mech build effectively. He can use M&Ms effectively, and now we're going to see again one of those mascots there of KTF. Really wish they'd leave us alone. Leave me. No, I'm not going to go there. No. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Drone scout being sent out by Jaedong apparently also. Now put down his spawning pole as well. No gas so far. Nothing but supply depots so far for Flash. He's going to get some Marines out soon as well. Jaedong trying to keep that SCV from harassing too much. SCVs, of course, as any worker, if microed correctly and positioned properly, can indeed kill a worker, and just killing that one worker really come in handy. First Marine now out for Flash. We're going to see whether he puts more down. Whether he's going to go, I think he just might go. He's just first going to try off by denying that scout. The drone is actually not going to be able to manage to go. We're going to see where the Flash next goes. I think he might actually be going into one barracks and into expansion. There we get to see for GG, Hoja for GG and Luxury all sitting in a row. The losers so far. I'm going to see whether Flash joins him there. An all-kill sign and a guy waving a sandwich. That's interesting. So, yeah, and again the mascot sitting and bowing and just praying for Flash to get him out. But seriously, show the game. Thank you. Command center being put down by Flash, and he has one. I think he has a couple Marines there to defend this point. First Zerg is now out for Jaedong. I'm going to see whether he's just going to focus on the scout so far, just getting his natural expansion going, trying to get some stuff. More supply depots being done. Finally, now gas going down for Jaedong. So it's a very late gas, so I'm assuming he's going for an M&M build. Although he might eventually evolve this into mech, but I think the way just doing this build, barracks into expansion, into more barracks is, so he's just going to need that to get some the academy out there and get those upgrades and all of that. Just producing even more Marines so far off that one barracks has. Also putting down an engineering base, so getting upgrades rather early. That's what we're going to need that gas for. Still keeping a scout inside, so that's a very good job overall. Sees how much gas Jaedong is getting. He also has a spawning pull up, but overall doing a wonderful job. Flash is getting a good scout and knows that he's going to be expecting a lair. So Jaedong apparently going for a 2-base lair build. We're going to see whether it actually pops down a third hatchery or not. An error message that appeared on my screen that I have to click away. There you go. Stop interrupting my match, computer. Academy now finally going down for Flash. I don't see a second barracks from him so far. I think he should put it down fairly soon. He has a decent amount of Marines though to defend himself. Has 6 Marines so far. He's going to get his 7th now. All marching there in a group form. And Lair now coming up for Jaedong. Interesting enough, putting down his Nash. Also getting his second gas. I'm not seeing a third base from him so far. Anyway, I think he's... Wow, also getting some very early gas there. So he's probably going to go for a 2-base tech build. And this makes me think he's going to go for Mutalisks. Turn bunker being put down. Well, of course there's a turn bunker. Only Terrans use bunkers. So yeah, bunker being put down. Upgrades also being gotten from the engineer bay from what I can tell. Flash going to go for weapons 1 early on. Jaedong putting down his 3rd hatchery just as a production hatchery. This is going to be a 2-base build. I'm assuming this is going to be Mutalisks, quick lair into Mutalisks. That is his forte. If he manages to do a lot of economic damage, he's going to be in a pretty good position. Now, Flash just has to scatter out, get some turrets up there. He has the engineering bay, so as soon as he manages to put down a pretty decent amount of turrets, he's going to be in a pretty decent position. Although this map does allow some pretty decent harassment with Mutalisks if you do it, especially at the natural. There's plenty of space to fly around at the natural to harass it, so you really got to put in an extra amount of turrets. Meanwhile, no, Jaedong actually going to move out. I think he has speed seals, and we're going to see what actually tries to put in some pressure. This is one of the weaknesses of this deck. It's such an open area that you got to defend your ramp, you got to defend your base, you got to defend everything. That's why he's putting down a bunker to help him do that. Creep colony actually being put down at the natural by Jaedong. I think that's actually a very smart idea while also getting aspired, because you really need to defend yourself properly in this game. You saw that Flash actually has a rather large number. He has some medics out there as well, so Jaedong does have those speed upgraded Zerglings, but they're not going to be able to do too much. He's going to try to get him in, and if he does manage to, that's going to really help him out. But I think Flash definitely should be able to defend this position. He has those Marine groups. He has those medics alongside, so they should really help him out. I don't think Jaedong is going to be able to move in, not even to kill SCVs. He might try to take out the comsat station, but I don't think that's going to help him out. Jaedong did a pretty good job, although, of hiding that one spar he had at one of those, at his 3rd hatchery. So even if Flash Scout's not going to be able to do much. Jaedong, seeing the Flash, has moved out with his medic Marines, putting down his sunken colony. Now has 8 eggs, and we're going to see whether all of these are pumping Mutalisks, because if they are, I'm not quite sure if Flash is going to be ready for him. I'm not seeing any turrets from him so far. I'm not sure if he scouted that spire. Now, one Zergling on the inside there for Jaedong. Jaedong getting a full scout, seeing the factory being put down and going to get killed by the Marine, but overall just not very good for him. Flash, meanwhile, just running on a wild goose chase with his medic Marine troops, apparently following a group of Zerglings, and now the Mutalisks are now going to be on the way. So Jaedong has done a perfect job of luring away Flash's medic Marine group, and there are one turret now just coming up. There is that one bunker, but Flash, his entire medic Marine group is really far away because Jaedong has planted a hatchery at the 9 o'clock position, now putting down more turrets, but he's going to be in a very bad position. Jaedong might actually be, we're going to see, no, Flash is actually not going to go up there, not going to spot the Mutalisks, going to fly in with those Mutalisks, going to be able to do a lot of damage. There are some Zerglings that are on the ground to help him with those medic Marines. Now there's been a huge amount of trouble. This Mutalisks should be very effective. There's just one single turret there, but those Mutalisks going to be able to run around, kill a lot of troops there. Some Zerglings alongside support, just keep those turrets away, keep them up. And now he's just going to be flying this around. Those medic Marines trying to desperately fly up here. The turret's not going to go up. And those Mutalisks, some of those have been killed though. So Jaedong has to be careful in that regard. Flash got his weapons one just in time to help him on that position. Although Jaedong did a perfect feint there, planting a base at 9 o'clock, which actually wasn't even spotted, but just luring away the medic Marine group. So he got back very late and no turrets. So Flash apparently didn't really see this coming. Now finally, we're going to see the micro Flash as he tries to defend against this control group. Also now finally adding his science facility. So he's going to have his science facility fairly soon. Although meanwhile trying to micro desperate again this Mutalisk. He does have some turrets out now finally. everywhere, so he's going to be able to defend it fairly easily in that regard. So I think Jaedong's now not going to be allowed as much harassment as he has been at this point. We're going to see what he actually tries to go for something here, but there is a bunker there and nothing inside the bunker, so he actually should be able to take out this castle. Jaedong, another first-person view of Jaedong. I'm going to see what he managed to do with Mutas. Pretty decent medic marine group there, so the medic marines aren't going to actually... The marines are going to be able to fire at this Mutas, not do too much damage. Jaedong, meanwhile, has 3 mining bases, and apparently also taking the upper left.